How can I stitch myself back up without going to the emergency room and becoming infected? Feel what I'm saying? How can I do that? And I'm talking about going to the emergency room where you're always going with toxic people. Because I don't want to be around nobody toxic when I got open wounds. Because I'm going to get sicker. I need to be able to be with me. I got to speak life to me. And that start with my journaling. That start with my prayers. That start with my affirmation. That start with me looking in the mirror, romancing myself. Falling in love with me. And another thing I had to do that hurt me a lot, I came to a realization that my sister passed 8 years ago. Was our anniversary on the 2nd of this year. And January the 2nd. And what I did was, I realized every time I opened my phone, every time I opened my tablets, my iPads, whatever, my sister was there. You know, her voice, her videos. I had so much of my sister on there, and that's my best friend, my ace spoon crew. I love her to death. And when she died, a piece of me went with her, and I know it has. And I still have not recovered. This year, a week ago, I came to the realization that I have to let some things go. And I'm not saying let her go, her memories and the people who we love that meant so much to us. I'm saying I had to, it hurt me. I'm still in the process of doing it. I did 2 videos already and a few pictures, but I haven't done everything. And I'm not going to disconnect myself totally. But you know what I had to do, y'all? And I'm trying not to get emotional here because I'm still processing. I'm being transparent. I had to erase some of those things out my phone. I keep it on my main drive because I have a drive that a 4 terabyte that keeps a lot of information. I have a couple of those because I have a lot of pictures. I keep telling you I'm a photographer. I have pictures and videos and stuff. And so I started deleting some things off my phone and my devices that I use every day. That reminds me of my sister. I wear her robe all the time when I'm feeling that I miss her a lot. I'm not going to get rid of that, anything like that. But I realized that I can't move on because everything is a constant reminder of her. And I can't really heal. It's Kim. Yes, bestie, you're going to cry every day. I'm still crying every day, and it's been 8 years. You know, I sometimes cry for my grandmother. My grandmother died when I was 14 years old. And I still cry for my grandmother because I felt like I didn't get all my years with my grandmother, that my older cousins and them got the memories and stuff with her. You understand? So my dad, you know what I'm saying? So many things that you wish you should have, could have, would have, you know, kind of thing. Yes. And best friend, I need to have you on my show one day when you're able to talk about it and when you want to, because a lot of people need to hear this coming from a mother who lost a child. And I know a lot of mothers out there lost children. Don't get me wrong, but we all have different circumstances and our stories are different. You understand? Might be similar, but different. And you know, when you are ready, I'm not going to ever push nobody, but you know I'm here for you. You know I'm here for you whenever you're ready. You know, and whenever you're here, if you just don't just want to talk with me, you just don't want to talk to nobody else, we can just talk. It's okay. We can just talk. You know, and I'm just letting everybody know that, you know, you got to find somebody that you can talk to and be totally liquid with. Y'all know what I'm saying? Liquid. You know, liquid. So you could just melt in somebody's hands, somebody's arms. Just be liquid with. You know, and be able to say, well, I know it's going to stay here. And I know that this person's going to encourage me to take that next step. You know, and I'm here, you know, and like I said, we all doing this together. You know, we all are doing this together. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. As long as you're doing it and you are healing and you see the change and you're moving past it. So I also wanted to share that with you guys, to let you guys know that, you know, I think I have too many things that reminds me of my past hurt in my phones and I have access to it every day. You understand what I'm saying? So how many of us put up people obituaries and we make little different memorials in our house and they pictures and I love you too so much, sweetheart. and we make different, not shrines, but we put up different pictures so we can remember them, and we memorialize them in our home, and we burn a candle for their birthday and different things like that. If you're not able to really deal with that, and you're not dealing with it well, I think that maybe it's not your time to do that. And some of us do it right away. You understand? We come from the funeral home, we want to put this up with that. I'm that person. Maybe I'm not ready for that. You understand? Maybe I'm not ready right now to do that, to look at my sister pictures every day. I may not be ready to do that right now. And it doesn't mean that you're dismissing them, or you don't love them much, or you don't do this and you don't do that. Maybe you need to just put them away. Not even put them away. Maybe you need to just put them up right now until you're able to start your healing process, and you are going in that direction of that healing piece. Because seeing that every day and seeing those memories may affect you more than what you think they are. And I realized that they were affecting me. And this may not be for everybody. I'm not saying everybody go and put up all your pictures away from their loved ones. I'm not telling y'all that. I'm just saying for me, I have learned that for me. And I'm asking you what you are learning from you. What are you learning of you that you have learned of you that you are trying to make that change for the better? And you're trying to heal. Because as bad as it seems, you guys, we are in a pandemic. More of our loved ones may be taken from us. Even if it's not from the pandemic, from other illnesses, and they are falling on top of each other, and we're not processing and trying to let some of that anxiety and release some of those things, we're going to fall deeper and deeper in that space, and deeper in that hole. And we are not going to be able to get up. You don't want to find yourself there. You don't want to find yourself in a space where you're saying that I'm just going to stay here because I'm ready for my day to come. I want to go. I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to be here. Because grieving can put you in that space. And we have to be able. Yes, Kim. Exactly. And that's what I mean. Yes. You got to find someone to talk to, because family members are leaving us like rapidly. And you cannot keep piling it on top of each other, because you're going to keep tripping over it. We got to learn how to process it and release, not let go. I love the word release. Release some things. Release some things so we can be able to heal. And I'm telling you, I am trying to release some things, y'all. I'm trying to release some things. I'm trying to deal. I have to go to New York, and I get anxiety every time I know I have to pack my bag to go. Because lately I've been going for funerals and memorials. I'm not going for a good time. I have to go and I have to look at my mom, who lost siblings. You know what I'm saying? Who lost people in her life that meant everything to them. As kids coming up, they had them in their life longer than I have, So I know I feel bad. I know what they must be. These pictures are in my living room all around. They keep me sane. Okay, you see? Paulette. See? Everybody do different things, and it keeps her sane, and that is important. You have to know if it works for you, it works for you. For me, right now, I realize that it's not working for me. It's not working for me. I thought all these years it was working for me, and it was helping me, but I realized this year, when this year was coming in and New Year's was coming in, and I had that break for me, I realized that I'm suffocating. I'm suffocating. I'm suffocating trying to manage all this. And maybe after I release some things and be able to cope and be able to process and be able to deal and be able to be okay in my space, then maybe I can say, okay, well, I'm going to put a video or two on my phone of my sister, or what? I'm going to put something on my phone of my brother, or whatever I need to do. But I need to be able to release and breathe, because I feel like I am choking on my own sorrow. Oh my gosh. And when I'm feeling like I get no release, even if I sit up and deep breathe, I feel like I'm getting no release. A change has got to come in my life somewhere. I got to do something different. And I'm realizing that. And I'm being so wholly transparent with you guys today. It's not about being ashamed. It's not about me hiding anything. It's about me being able to release some things so you guys can understand that we are human at the end of the day. I don't care what title you wear on your back. You are not different than I am. I am not different than you are. We put on our pants one leg at a time. We put on our pants one leg at a time. You know, some of y'all might jump into your clothes. Oh, well, good, fancy you that your knees work very well like that. And you got all that strength to jump into your clothes. I'm putting on mine one leg at a time. I'm not young anymore. I can't do that no more. But I'm just saying that we are all human. We are all human having a natural experience. And this is where we are right now in our life. And how we process, and how we release, and how we cope, and how we move forward is going to matter in the end. So I told y'all what my diary is all about, and how I journal, and how I come to realization of things. Find something that you can do. Hey DL, thanks for joining, sweetheart. Find something that takes your mind off of things. Like our deacon of our church, Deacon Sylvester, he was like, I watched the channels where, you know, the different channels, the French channels, and I forgot the foreign movies where he got to read everything. So therefore his mind is taken off of different things because he got to focus on reading in order to know what the movie is about. So maybe somebody want to try that, you know? And I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, hey, maybe I'll try one of the foreign films and see how that works. So I'm not constantly focused on what's going on and I'm just reading, you know, the prompt so that I can get into the movie because I don't want to miss it. Our first child do it all. And I trust. Thank God for 32 years he gave me. Yeah. Paulette, you know, that is a good way to think of things too and process thanking God for the time. You know, a lot of us, you know, worry or we focus on, and that's our natural instinct at first, to focus on, oh my God, my child is not here anymore, or my grandparent or our loved one, and we don't focus on the time that we did have, you know, and that takes time to get to that. So for you to be able to say, thank God for the time that I did have with him, and you know, our babies was, you know, around the same age. So I get it. That's like losing a son too, you know, and this is my friend of like 46 years. And Paulette and I've been in kindergarten. We knew each other like, what, 4 or 5 years old, you know, on the block as kids growing up. And, you know, our lives are, you know, parallel with one another, you know, as we grew up and our families and stuff like that. You know, we have close-knit families and stuff. And, I mean, it's hard. It really is hard. And then to watch, you know, one of your loved ones or your best friends going through that or hearing of it, it really tears you down. It's like, what do you say? What do you do? How do you react? What do you give them? You know, and I always give people God. I give people prayer. I give people, you know, affirmations and stuff like that, because we need to be able to help people reach that place. And they may not read it then, but they will read it later. And then you are able to, you know, they'll hit you back later, you know, and say, hey, thanks for that prayer. Or thank you for that affirmation. Or thank you for that encouraging word. They may not get to it now, but they will. So that's what I'm saying. We need to be able to, sleep is necessary, DL. I'm still trying to learn how to tell my mind to turn. Yes. Like, really, when you find that out, you let me know how to turn off my mind at night. God, I be like trying to listen to music, put my earphones on to drown out the fact that I want to be up, you know, or I have so much to do, because I do that too. And then sometimes you dream about what you need to do, you know? So yes, turning off the mind. Girl, when you think of that, you let me know. But a lot of times I try to sleep with my earphones on and put on some like classical music, something that takes me away from my everyday life or everyday stress or everyday stuff that I go through. But listen, I'm eclectic. I like gospel, I like R&B, I like, you know, nothing's hard and out of control. But jazz, all of that stuff. And I put on my earphones to try to go to sleep, to drown some of those things out so I can get to sleep. You understand? So I don't know. I'm still working on me, like I told y'all. And that's why I'm here tonight, to tell you guys that, you know, I'm learning some new things about me and how I'm working and how I'm operating. And I just wanted to share that with you all on tonight, so that I'm trying not to go too much over my time, so that anybody have any questions, anybody want to call in, the number is still 240-661-7539, 240-661-7539. Anybody want to share, you can share on here. I'll try to read anything that comes up if you want to discuss. Even if you want to come on my screen and you text me and say, hey, put me on the screen, and you want to just come on to share something with somebody and just speak, you know, I will invite you on to my live, y'all. I just want y'all to know that I invite you onto my live, and then you hang up, and then anybody else want to come on to the live and say anything or share anything, I invite you onto my live. That's what you want to do. I'm okay with that. My co-host is not with me tonight, but she's with me in spirit and prayer. But so many transitions in everybody's life and everything that's going on, we all trying to still figure it out, y'all. We still trying to figure it out. But I just want y'all to know that, I am here with y'all in the trenches, and we are trying to live and deal with this together. And I also still want to say that there's a lot of affirmations that you guys can find online, or you can write your own affirmation. I want y'all to know that there is a lot of spiritual quotes that's online, or a lot of regular quotes you can get up and say. Because I always get up and I look in the mirror before I get in the shower, or after I get out the shower, or whatever it is that I'm doing in the morning. Like I told y'all, I have my phone with me. I'm speaking things. That's how I'm journaling. And I tell myself, I am beautiful. I am courageous. I am strong. I am brilliant. I'm a child of God. I am loved. I am magnificent. I go with the I ams. And I boost myself up in the morning. I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. Then I start quoting scriptures to strengthen me, to give me the strength that I need. And I keep repeating that every day. And I say those things, and I speak those things over myself and in my life, because who's speaking for you if you don't? Who's going to speak it for you if you don't? And I make myself feel good. You understand what I'm saying? Those of us who work at home, let me say a little bit of something. Get up and get dressed in the morning. Even if you're on Zoom. Emergency might happen. You might jump up. You don't want to be with no pants on. Get up, get yourself dressed. I get up and I put on my little eye makeup, and I'm not a makeup person, y'all, as y'all see. I don't do the full face makeup and all that. I don't know how to do that stuff. I'm a tomboy, kind of. I'm like, I'm putting it out there. I'm a little STEM, I wear my little makeup, lipstick if I want. If I do that, I do that. If I'm not, I put on a baseball cap and some jeans, whatever, and I keep moving. But anywho, I get up, I refreshing myself and make myself look good. Those of y'all who are into the makeup, whatever, get up, go full makeup up on your Zoom. So people be like, oh, who is that? You know what I'm saying? Make yourself feel good. Whatever you can do to help boost yourself up, to make yourself feel good, do that. Take that time in the morning for yourself. Give your time that time. Give yourself that time. Sometimes I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Get up at 4:30. I go into the living room, get me a protein drink, sit on the couch. I'll put on something that's funny to get my day going. That's how I start my day in the mornings. You understand? And then after I finish that half an hour, whatever, drink my protein drink or whatever, and I get up, I go in the bathroom, I start my affirmations, I start praying, I start journaling, my voice journaling and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Paulette. That's right, Cam. Keep moving forward. Yeah. We are expecting to keep moving forward. But sometimes, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes you have to stop. When the car runs out of gas, it stops. Can't go nowhere. So when we are at our end and we run out of gas, you can't keep going, because you're going to tear up your transmission. Your inner parts are going to all fall apart. So therefore, if you don't have anything to repair because it's like totally broken, what are you working on? What are you working towards? You have to stop, Kim. Sometimes you have to stop. And you have to ask yourself, where am I? Start processing how I got here. Process that pain. Process that hurt. Process that situation. That thing that happened. Deal with it. We have to deal with it. Sometimes you have to stop. I always said, I'm going to keep moving. Oh, I'll keep moving, I'll be all right. Take a lick and keep on taking, I keep moving, I'll be all right. If you don't repair your vehicle, your body's like a vehicle. If you don't repair your vehicle, if you don't stop and get a car wash, you don't stop and gas up, you don't stop and change the oil, you don't stop and change the brake fluid, you don't do those things to your body, you don't give yourself some prayer, you don't give yourself some grace, you don't feed yourself, you don't take that shower, you don't mentally tune into who you are, you don't, passionately, understand what you need and your vulnerability at the time, how can you actually begin again? How do we begin again? Yeah, Dio. Death is big, but we have to keep going. How can we begin again? I always thought the worst thing can happen is losing a loved one. I always thought that. I used to be so afraid of death. I used to be so afraid of death. And I used to think that the worst thing can happen that you lose a loved one that you really love. But I realized for myself, that wasn't what I was afraid of. I was afraid of losing that person because I was afraid of being with me, being by myself, losing that loved one, losing those memories. And I realized that those memories still stay with us because the person lives within me, in my heart. And if I continue to up those traditions and keep those things within me, that's why y'all always see me going live with the grandkids and stuff like that. Because I want them to know who Auntie Mecca was. I want them to know who Uncle Mark was. I want them to know who my aunts was and all my family members. I want them to know who their grandmother was and my mom and what she did and how the foundation that she built for us. Because I tried to keep those memories alive, you know? The big breakfasts that we had, the football games that we played on the holidays, and Auntie Mecca making her Dunkachinos and stuff like that. I want them to remember that. I want to celebrate Flag Day. You understand what I'm saying? Grandparents' Day. All those days. I want my kids to know what Easter is all about. You know, the resurrection of Jesus Christ and how we sit down, and my mom and them told us about the birth of Jesus Christ and the resurrection of Jesus' death and, you know, how Jesus rose from the dead. And then we had our Easter egg hunt. But we all knew what it meant. We all knew what the story times were. We all knew what the ringing of the bell and coming together and everybody sitting down was all about. When that loved one dies, it doesn't have to go with them if you don't allow it to go with them. That's what my fear was. I don't know what your fear is about. That's right, DL. There's no such thing as too many memories. Girl, that's what get me through some days. That's what get me over. The memories gets me over. The memories get me over. Talking every day about it, you know. And the memories, sometimes you don't have to say much about it, you know. Sometimes you just have to just do it. The actions. You know, my kids know when I pull out my machine, they know, oh, we about to have some Dunkachinos. They know when the marshmallows come in the house and the whipped cream and all that. I don't even have to say we about to do some Dunkachinos. We about to, you know, remember Auntie Mecca, whatever. My kids start, oh, we're about to do Dunkachinos. And then they come in and I hear them as we making it, telling the stories. And remember we did this, mine. And that makes me feel so good. Because they're able to tell the stories. They're able to tell the stories. So I know when it ends with me and it's my time to transition, the memory is still going because the kids are learning it. But if we let that memories die when our loved ones die, who's actually going to carry it? Who's going to run with it? Who's going to remember that? The stories are told in the Bible and in our lives because our ancestors told those stories. They're no longer here to tell those stories. So we share those stories along the way and we're able to tell it. Some people add stuff, take stuff away, but the story is there, you know? So we have to continue to tell the story no matter who it is that leaves us with it. It's our responsibility. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm telling the stories. I'm remembering the stories. I am putting photos together in books. I have to take them off my phone. I have to do that for me. I don't know who else is in that place, but I have to do that for me because I need to process some things before I'm able to be able to go through my pictures and look at these pictures and go through these files and they on my phones and my computers and everything electronic that I have, you know, my walls, you know, different things like that. I have to do something a little different for me. And you know what, guys? It's working for me. It's working for me. What is working for you? That is my question tonight. You know, what is actually working for you? What are you actually trying? How are you actually processing? How are you actually releasing? How are you actually coping? What are your coping mechanisms? What are your strategies? Do you know where your triggers are? Do you know what puts you in a bad place? Do you know what makes you happy again? You know? And that is my questions to you all. You know, how do we find us in this storm? How do we actually navigate our way through all the loss that we're having? And I'm talking about loss, not only just death. What about our jobs? What about people losing their homes? How are we coping with that? How are we coping with losing relationships or losing friendships or losing battles with different illnesses? It's a lot of loss out here, y'all. Not just death. Losing a pet. We lost a pet this summer. Out of all things with COVID. And my grandkids are still talking about our pet. And they are still processing it. We lost a pet. My baby we just had a funeral for a fish. Girl died. You know, then found out other morning, woke up, the other fish died, the new fish died. Boy. So we are losing so much. Yes, Kim, it is step by step. It's hard. And trust me, recovery is a long process. Doesn't happen in a day, a year. I told you my sister's been gone 8 years. I'm still dealing, right, y'all? I said that, right? Don't look for no quick fix. Healings are not quick fixes. If you're looking for a quick fix, go sit in the corner now. Fold your arms, cross your legs, and just wait for your miracle to kick in. There is no quick fixes to healing. There is no cheat sheet. You just got to go through. I still say good morning and good night. It's been over 3 years, and I still talk to Sharice. I have to know she's still there. And DL, that's okay. That's okay. But we have to remember that we can't sit in that space. You understand? If you're sitting in that space, after you say your good mornings, after you be able to talk and you don't actually move, you have to evaluate that. You have to evaluate that. And if anybody want to talk to me personally about grieving and different things like that, you guys can inbox me. And I'll do a live Zoom with you guys, set up a Zoom appointment, and we can talk about those things, and you can talk to me. And I'm telling you, we just be support persons, support person. I support so many people out here. We can be support persons. So if you need to, inbox me. I'll set up a Zoom with you, half an hour, if you need that time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, and we can talk about some things, because everybody. And we also, on our empowerment, my job page, Empowerment Justice Center, we also have groups on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I try to send them out to so many people on my phone. If you get the flyers, join in. You don't even have to say anything. You don't even have to be on camera. Just make sure your name is on the Zoom thing so we'll know who you are, so we'll be able to address you properly. And you can just come in and sit in. You can talk. Those are private sessions. They're not televised. They're not taped, recorded, or anything. You can bare your soul. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. That is a private entity. And that's on our Empowerment Justice Center groups on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so many people come on to be a part of. So I encourage you to be a part of that if you just need that support. And we talk about stuff like this a lot of times, And I run the group along with my bishop, Bishop Allison Abrams. I'm quite sure a lot of you guys know her. If you don't, just join, come on the groups. And it's nothing that you have to subscribe to or anything like that. It's when you feel like it, So we send out the topics with we send out the flyers with our monthly topics on it. If it's something that piques your interest, something you're curious about, something you want to talk about, something you just want to listen to, tap in. Sign on to the Zoom. But like I said, if there's anybody who want to talk to me personally and, you want a Zoom, just inbox me. You don't have to put it on here. Oh, thank you, Kim. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much, too. Thank you. And if you need that, tap in, let me know, inbox me, and I will definitely get you on a Zoom with me. And trust me, we can help each other. I don't ever think that I'm too big and high and all this stuff that, I can't get a breakthrough. We can help each other, because we are, at the end of the day, we are all a family. We are all a family. What divides us is hate and jealousy and envy. That's what divides us. And y'all see it going on in the world today, right, y'all? But I just want y'all to know that I'm almost at the end of my time, but I just want y'all to know my routine for me works for me. If you need help to help find or help give you that routine, or you people just to ask you questions, or somebody just to get your brain activated and stuff like that, trust me, I can give you cues. I can help you in that processing moment if you want. This is not something that you have to do. If you just want that, I can be that support person for you and ask you questions, and then say, well, I'm not going to give you no solutions, but just to ask you questions like, well, how do you figure you work that out, or how do you want to do that? But that's how I do it. Have my protein drink, half an hour, watch something funny, Family Matters, stuff that makes me laugh. I went on and start watching Cooper. Y'all remember Cooper long time ago, or Holly Robinson, and oh God, I forgot his name. But anyway, I go on and I watch that. Something to make me laugh with Raven Simone and them. Something to make me laugh to get me going. Then I go in the bathroom and I do my affirmations and I do all of my stuff that I normally do on my phone. Like I told you how I journal. And now I'm starting to go outside now. I don't care if it's in this cold sleet. I got me some good thermal pants and everything. And I'm going to start going out because I'm not going to nobody's gym right now. I don't trust it. I'm not comfortable. So I'm going to start going out in the mornings at the first daybreak. And I'm going to start going and doing my walks again and get my 4 miles in the morning and maybe 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I'm going to start my walking again and I'm going to do my walking diary. And we also have our walking thing with our church that we send in our steps. And we just, hold each other accountable for the steps that we take. Yes, I like that show too, Bestie. So I just want you all know that we are doing good things for our church too, to try to keep us all together and to try to partner up with each other and check in with each other and stuff like that. So, I just want y'all to know I will check in with y'all if y'all need me to, just don't hesitate to reach out. I just want y'all to know that again, like this and share it. Share it with somebody you may know, somebody that may be going through. Share it on your page. A lot of y'all have more than 10 friends. And if a lot of y'all share it tonight, I'm telling you, we can get a lot of people that's going to watch it. And I'm not getting anything for people watching it. I just like to share information and stuff that I learned, stuff that I know of. I want to make sure that we are sharing the information and we are helping people along the way. All I want to do is help people. I love helping people. That's all I want to do. So if anybody got information y'all can share with me to help me, thank you. I'll take it. Oh, and on another note, you guys, before we get out of here, Biden is saying that everybody can go apply for food stamps who need food stamps, energy assistance, whatever you need, rental assistance in your local areas, your churches, Catholic charities, things like that. Hop on it, you guys, trying to go out there and get the assistance that you may need. Don't let nobody tell you no. The only thing you could, listen, the most you can do is just fill it out. They tell you no, what they're going to do? Put you on punishment? Give you a spanking? Fill it out for it. You might be able to get it. And those of y'all who need it, go ahead and take advantage of it. If you don't need it, leave it for somebody else, you guys. If you don't need it, leave it for somebody else. And speaking of milk, I got to go get some milk off my baby wick so I can just give to some of the kids next door and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm just remembering, I do stuff to make sure that it don't go to waste. But anyway, if you don't need it, please, like I said, don't go get it. But if you need it, please go down there and get the assistance from your state, wherever you living in. If you give me your zip code, if I can help you to try to get information that you need to go down there to do so, just go to your local social service office and fill out for food stamps and stuff. They should not be denying nobody at this time. You should not be making, with everybody being laid off and a lot of things happen with the COVID, a lot of us still apply for those services. But if they tell you no, they deny you the first time, fill it out again. Fill it out again. Don't take no for the answer the first time, because maybe you get somebody who ain't doing their job and ain't looking at the paperwork right and ain't adding up the numbers right, because everybody's trying to do this quick process stuff. So don't let the first no be your final decision. Fill it out again. Do what you need to do to try to access those services, because a lot of people out here need them. Please go get them so your families can be okay. All right. I love y'all tonight. Those of y'all who need prayer, drop me a box and I will send it up to you. And oh my God, my son John is on here. Oh my God, son. Oh my God, I got to get with you. I want you to know I prayed for you though, but I got to get with you because I said I'm going to call you at the end of the night. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in again. Press like and share, because somebody may need to hear this or be encouraged or understand what the processing of grieving and loss and different things means and what it means to you. So as everything progresses and times go by and I begin to learn new things about me and my processing and what grieving is about, I may write a book, y'all, a little pamphlet on how I was able to move through my grief. You never know, because Sister Girl may come out with something. So I just want y'all to know to stay tuned to me, because listen, I always say, listen, this is my time. This is my time, and ain't nobody can take it away from you. What God has for you is for you. Y'all hear me? Y'all need to hashtag that. Hashtag what God has for me is for me. Don't let nobody tell you what you can do and what you cannot do. What God has for you is for you. Hashtag that. Nobody can stop or block anything that God has for you. And I want y'all to hashtag that. What God has for me is for me. Hashtag God has for me is for me. What God has for me is for me. Y'all go hashtag that. Again, thank you for joining Randomly Speaking. I love you guys on tonight. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And again, press like and share because somebody may need it. Somebody may need it. Okay? Again, I love y'all. I'm out of here. This has been my time. You guys are wonderful. And I am so grateful for you guys. Later.